Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now this coloring page that I'm doing today was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, not in the reasons that you might think, because of the reasons you might think, it's because of me overthinking the process. And not even the coloring process, maybe overthinking everything around the coloring process. More involved with the presentation. I've mentioned in an earlier video that I have a lot of background noise when I'm recording these audios, and one of my friends suggested to me that I find a quiet room. That I overthought the process of finding a coloring room to the point where I didn't even look for one. So I'm just back to square one. My friend Colette told me that she found it, the stopping of the sound for the noise in the background, a bit disconcerting. So here it is. I'm just going to record it straight and get to hear all the horn honking and all the noise in the background. So just anticipate that. So what's different about this coloring page is that I've incorporated metallic coloring pencils, something that I've never used before, but I decided to try for the first time. I tried to find videos on YouTube to help me kind of get an idea of what's the difference in using metallic coloring pencils, and I didn't really see anything, so I just dove in. So as you notice in this picture, I am starting with the background, the base colors, starting with the gray and the blacks, the shadows, and a light blue. Just building up the background. This image I entitled A Beautiful Nightmare. I thought I wanted to go for something abstract in the background, and somehow it ended up looking like a creature attacking somebody in their dreams. So I went with it. So once I lay down the base color, I focus on the shadow to bring the image forward. So continuing with building up the shadows, I'm using mostly black and gray. You can use other colors for shadows, but I want to exaggerate the contrast between the white and the black. So now I'm introducing another color. I still want to keep the lightness. Once again, I want to exaggerate the contrast of the darkest colors and not go go light for the next one. As a side note, I don't know why I'm talking like I have to whisper, but maybe it's more calming. I don't know. So I'm going back and forth, building, building, and building patiently. This is the fun part to me. This is the relaxing part when you're just building up your image. You're focused on what you're doing. It's calming in that way. It takes your mind off of other things. And now the metallics. This is a color called Champagne. I want my monster to look a little metallic. So the other colors were the setup for the introduction of the metallic color. Exciting, isn't it? I like the look that it's giving. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks more layered and yeah, it definitely gives it an interesting look. But you want to set it up first. You want to have the other colors for it to bounce off of first. Because I think if I'd have just went in with this color first, this champagne color, the champagne metallic color, it wouldn't have been the same. You gotta make space for it. As much as I'm enjoying the richness that this color is bringing to my image, you don't want to overdo anything because then it's just a waste. So now I've moved on to my orange, emphasizing the other colors that I've put on the page. And now I'm onto the foreground of this image. I like to consider the color wheel when I'm selecting my colors, yellow and purple or contrast colors. I consider that because it helps, once again, as I always say, it brings out the image. So I'm layering the color, going over it really, the same color, but I also added some black for the shadows in the corners. I'm being mindful as I'm putting the pencil color on the page of trying to maintain the shape that I want to achieve. to really indicate that this is a pillow. So far, I've used the metallics a little bit, and I don't think I'm going to be using it anymore for this at this point on. I use some of the silver in the background. I don't know if it really shows. Now onto my lady. I'm using natural colors. Natural skin tones, that is. I don't think that it's lost on anyone that, or maybe it is, I don't know, that I chose this particular coloring page because it's October and it's Halloween month. So I thought that this image would suit the season the best. I've mentioned in the past, but for highlights, I like to leave a white space because I'm not going to add white later. So I just leave a blank white space. So be mindful, if you want to get this kind of look, you don't want to just color everything solid and flat unless you're using a white, like highlighting marker or something like that. And I didn't mention for the couch, I added some touches of a blue color. I don't remember what it's called, but I used the touches of it to give it more interest, give it more dimension. But at this point, I'm still working on the skin, and I'm going from light to dark. So lastly, in finishing up, I chose a red-orange color for the dress and a metallic blue for the pillow. Both colors I chose because they kind of stand out from the purple couch. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe if you have, please. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.